We have breaking news now on inflation. The November Consumer Price Index was released just moments ago, and it is better than expected. Stock futures on the rise now, just about an hour before the opening bell. NewsNation business contributor Lydia Moynihan joins us now. And Lydia, what does the report say?
Markets are just soaring, totally unleashed by this good news about inflation. We were hoping for inflation that would be 7.3% year over year, and we got a number that came in at 7.1%. So it's a pretty dramatic change when you think of just in September, 2 months ago, inflation was 8.2%, coming down rapidly, well over a percentage point. The core CPI, that number is seen as really important because it's all inflation except for food and energy prices. That core number is the number that the Federal Reserve looks at when they're thinking about whether or not they should raise rates. That core number, which has remained stubbornly high, that came in better than expected as well. We were expecting about a 6.3% for core, and we got 6.1%. Or sorry, we were expecting 6.1. We got 6% for that core number. So good news across the board. It seems like an early Christmas present. And of course, all of this is coming ahead of Wednesday when the Federal Reserve is going to announce whether or not they're going to keep.
Well, let's talk about this. I mean, it's a Christmas miracle. Are we going to see a Christmas miracle when it comes to interest rates? Are they going to not raise interest rates as much as we were expecting?
Well, I think at this point, the market sort of has baked in this, 50 basis point hike. That's less than what we've seen. We've been seeing 75 basis point hikes. So I think the Federal Reserve has signaled they want to stay the course. So I think it's more a question of down the road, in a few months from now, could it mean that they are done raising rates? Could it mean that instead of going all the way to 5% interest rates as they've signaled, maybe they stick it out at 4.5. So I think now there are a lot of questions. Clearly what the Federal Reserve is doing seems to be working, with inflation finally coming under control. We have the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen who's saying that in a year from now, inflation could be back to more normal levels at 2% or so. And we've addressed a lot of these underlying issues with energy costs coming down, with the supply chain. The cost of shipping goods has come down about 90%. So it all seems like data points that we are finally moving in the right direction.
All right, that's Lydia Moynihan coming to us from New York today. Lydia, thank you.
We like positive news.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.